That's an excellent flagon. I remember the Duke of Bedford had one exactly like it.
Strange coincidence. Another cut from this haunch of venison.
No, thank you. I've done splendidly.
Your situation intrigues me, Sir Richard. You say you have no money, but at least you own a castle and estates, do you not?
Well, until tomorrow afternoon I do. Then I forfeit my lands to Abbot Franklin of Emmet.
How does that come about?
Well, I borrowed £400 from him a year ago and gave my estates in pledge. I needed the money desperately. My son had had an unfortunate accident.
Bernard had?
I am certain of it. I do know you from somewhere.
Me? No.
He killed a man in a joust. It could happen in any tournament, but this man's family was close to Prince John. I had to spend every penny I could raise to save my son from a sentence of murder.
Murder? For a jousting accident?
Friends of Prince John have their own concepts of justice. However, I managed to save my son and send him off to the crusade. I'd counted on the harvest to pay back the abbot, but it was a bad season, and now, this year, when the crops come in, they'll all be his.
Perhaps he'll grant you an extension. Friar Tuck, do you know Abbot Franklin?
Abbot? He's nothing but a Norman captain who's grown too old for active banditry. He probably wasn't even ordained.
I'm on my way to the Abbey now to ask for more time, but I agree there seems little hope for mercy.
But what will you do if you lose your castle? What will your wife do?
Well, people in our position haven't the training for any other sort of life. But what bothers me chiefly is the people on the estate. This abbot has an unsavory reputation.
He's a disgrace to the church.
The serfs in his other lands are very badly treated.
And you found no way to raise the money?
Unfortunately, no. The friends I could depend on most are in the Holy Land.
A shameful situation.
Never mind, old friend. A drink.
Yes, he's a most deserving knight, and a very good lord to his people.
You're Marion Fitzherbert.
I am Donald of Tewkesbury, Sir Richard.
As you wish, Donald.
Cedric, how much coin do we have on hand?
£385 and some few odd shillings.
Bring it here.
Hi, Robin.
Perhaps we can lend you what you need.
You? But why?
You said the crops were doing well this year. We might like to take over your mortgage from the abbot. What do you say, lads? Shall we invest our savings like the merchants do?
Hi, Robin.
Aye, I'm for it.
We'll need more. I have 2 silver marks.
I'd like to get a look at that abbot's face.
There you are, Robin. £385.
385, and we're still 15 pounds short. Well, I have 3 of them. Does anyone else want to put in any of his own money?
But what if he can't pay us back?
Oh, why then we take his castle and his lands, the same as Abbot Franklin, a year and a day from now.
I've always wanted to own a castle. Here's more from me, Robin.
That's fair in the 3, God bless you.
Good.
Another 3.
3 more, Robin.
And 2.
Ah, bless you, Donald. There, we made it up with a bit to spare. And you can keep the finery that little John and Friar Tuck lent you. Now you can settle your account with the abbot in fine style.
I won't take the finery. Adornment serves no purpose but vanity. But by lending me the money, it's as though you were giving me back my life. I really don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. Just take it. There is one detail. You'll be carrying all that money, and there are some greedy rascals between here and Emmet Abbey.
Don't worry. I have my own sword and my good shield.
Yes, but you don't have a bow, and as a knight you probably don't know how to use one. Oh, I'm not meaning to say that... you ought to have someone along with him. A squire to guard him. Friar Tuck, how would you like another penance instead of the one you're undergoing?
You mean you want me to go along with Sir Richard? As a squire?
Well, you're free to travel anywhere. You haven't been outlawed. I don't like to send a regular member of the band that far from Sherwood.
I don't like to walk that far. Why should I?
Because you have a great heart, deep understanding, and unbounded courage.
That's what's needed, is it? Can little John go free too?
Granted. Find yourself some squire's clothing in the store cave.
Thank you, Father.
Oh, it'll be a pleasure.
It'll be dark soon. Why don't you rest with us and start fresh in the morning?
Aren't you a bit old to be a squire?
I'll be younger with some meat in my belly.
Finished dinner. It's all gone.
Don't you wag your tail at me, you Sir Richard, I can't go any farther. So hot. No time for breakfast this morning after missing dinner last night.
I must be at Emmet Abbey by sundown, else I lose my estate. However, I have time for a midday meal, and this leads to where I am sure to find it.
Some famous tavern, perhaps.
Better than that. A short mile from here is the castle of my old friend Sir Bertram of Brack. He has a wonderful cook, and I am always welcome.
Is your squire welcome, too?
Sir Bertram is not rich in money, but he values the pleasures of life. He sets great store by knightly tradition. You must take care to play the part of my squire faithfully.
If Sir Bertram's cook is as good as you say, I'd play the part of your stable boy.
It's well known that his ancestor was only a foot soldier at the time of the conquest. I told him so to his face.
Food at last.
Oh, come on.
Oh, the smell of roasting beef.
Really, our masters are waiting, Captain.
And this plump little beauty. Don't overcook it. It might shrivel. The hare and a pigeon and a meat pie. Oh.
My good fellow, you can't sit here.
Why not?
We're their esquires.
Does that mean we eat standing up?
We don't eat at all. We serve them.
Don't eat at all?
Supposing you take your master the joint, I will take mine the meat pie.
I haven't seen you at a tourney in Sheffield lately.
Alas, I don't get out very much these days.
No, last week's tournament was wretched. There's only one joust worthy of the name.
Pick of the horsemen is in the Holy Land.
What is your squire doing?
Are you eating our food? Explain yourself, Tuck.
Eating it? How could you suggest such a thing, Sir Richard? I was merely tasting it for you.
How tasting.
I haven't heard anything like that for years. You could learn something from Sir Richard Squire about self-sacrificing service.
But why should he taste our food, my lord?
To make sure it's not poisoned, of course. No Roman emperor would ever have dreamed of eating unless the food had been thoroughly tested on an underling. Even my grandfather observed the custom. As it all comes from the best traditions.
Thank you, Sir Bertram.
It isn't necessary to test more than one bit, is it?
Indeed, yes, Sir Richard. One of the most common poisonous tricks is to leave one end of a joint as harmless as a maiden's kiss, while the other end. However, in this case, both ends are quite pure. And remarkably tasty. Your cook's reputation is well deserved, Sir Bertram. Perhaps it might not be excessive caution to see that there is no poison in the middle of the joint.
You needn't do that. You're overzealous, sir.
Look here. I realize I'm host at this table. Are you insinuating that I would try and poison my old friend Sir Richard here?
Oh, certainly not, Sir Bertram. But some enemy of his may have infiltrated into your household.
Are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything derogatory, Sir Bertram.
What is it? What's the matter?
This is...
What's the matter?
Excuse me.
Where are you taking that?
Outside.